What do we hear about an apple a day?
Keep them away from me.
Keeps you away.
That's
Keeps
right.
you away.
Hey,
all right.
That's not a good thing.
But here's why. They're rich in pectins, which are a prebiotic fiber, and they're so good for your gut. They're very good, soothing, healing, but they also provide the fertilizer for your bacteria.
You're back and you're watching the Dr. Nandi Show. And we know that the good bacteria need nutritious foods in order to thrive. So joining me now is celebrity nutritionist JJ Virgin. She was just with us, and she's going to now share her 7 favorite foods. So JJ, what do you think? What are your 7 favorite foods here, and why?
Well, what do we hear about an apple a day?
Keep them away
Keeps
from
you
me.
away.
That's
Keeps
right.
you away.
Hey,
all right.
That's not a good thing.
But here's why. They're rich in pectins, which are a prebiotic fiber, and they're so good for your gut. They're very good, soothing, healing, but they also provide the fertilizer for your bacteria.
Yeah.
So they
That's
are
what
like
you said,
the little
prebiotics, that's the food for the bugs that are there.
Yes, so super important there.
And then these
now, you probably wouldn't have expected to see
Right.
potatoes. Oh, you're like, what? Okay, this is very important. These are cold boiled potatoes, and they actually 4 grams of what's called resistant starch that is in potatoes, especially when you cool them down, can help you burn 20 to 30% more fat. But
this is why I have
what?
JJ here. You're not going to hear it anywhere else except here.
Okay, but here's why. Because this resistant starch is named that because it resists digestion. Instead, what it does is help feed short-chain fatty acids, and those burn fat. Super important.
Awesome.
All right, another
As
one.
long as you don't fry this in bacon, that's the idea.
Who would do that?
Oh, you'd be surprised. A couple people. But you got this.
All right. Now, this is freshly ground flaxseed meal. I'm emphasizing freshly ground because this has something called omega-3s,
Yes.
which we love because they're anti-inflammatory, but they're fragile, so you don't want to just grind this and leave it out. Now, what's great about this is it's very mucilaginous. It makes kind of this jelly goo. It's great to put in smoothies, but it also helps protect your gut mucosa.
She's got a big brain. Mucilaginous. Can you guys say that?
Mucilaginous.
Mucilaginous. It's very nice.
Yes.
And so she said omega-3, more omega-3s, less omega-6s, right? So
right,
you want to.
so anti-inflammatory, but this is a great thing. Again, you can throw it into things to thicken it up.
Awesome.
So
and salmon, of course, your
more
favorite.
omega-3s, but actually I don't have it here because of the omega-3s. Those are important, of course, anti-inflammatory, but notice how pink and pretty this is. It's because it's wild, it's rich in astaxanthin.
Super important.
Yes.
Again, another words that most people cannot pronounce. Thank you, JJ.
Yes, I practiced. Now, astaxanthin is important because it can help with H. pylori and ulcers.
Yes.
It can help protect against that. So we always think of salmon for the anti-inflammatory and the brain food, but it actually is great gut
So
food
this
too.
will help people not see me because I treat ulcers. Good.
Yes,
Thank you,
there
JJ.
you go.
There you go.
Now, this was super exciting to me when I read the latest on green tea. I love green tea. I drink a load of it every day. In fact, what I'm going to show you is this.
She told me at the break she almost drinks as much as the study, which was 10 cups.
10
she
cups.
loves her some green tea.
Well, I was always drinking a lot of it because it helps with weight loss because of something called EGCG, this catechin in there, and it also has theanine, which is good for calming and lowering stress hormones, but it turns out it also helps with gut microbial diversity.
Yeah, so
Say it
means
3
that
times fast.
Which is you want diversity, you want plenty of these types of species to be able to help with good gut health.
Super important.
And then what about fermented foods? We talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I know. Sadly, no wine is here. Instead, we're going to have ginger. And
Sadly, no wine.
I know whenever they say
We know
fermented
JJ, she
foods,
loves
I'm like,
wine.
I love fermented
She loves
foods. All right, so ginger is great because, again, anti-inflammatory, very healing, but it's also fermented, and it can help feed something called lactobacillus. So another
good gut
bacteria that we
absolutely.
want more of.
And then people say, well, you know,
Oh, wait, but
you want,
wait.
sorry, but
this
garlic.
is so
garlic.
important. This is the trifecta right here you're going to skip over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Antibacterial, nature's antibiotic, antifungal, kills off those yeasts, and antiviral. So your gut immune system needs some garlic
You're
in
right.
there.
I've never met a garlic clove I didn't like. Well, you can probably smell it.
There
but
you
that's
go.
a
Yeah,
different question. I had some hummus, a little bit of garlic. But But then you've got
Okay.
apple juice. Here's what I want to show, because people say I gave my son a little bit of apple juice.
Notice this is here and the apples are there.
So
and
this is not good.
They're
so these
far
are not
apart.
our favorite foods. Tell me about
Yes,
apple
these are the
juice.
no-nos, and agave is right there with it.
Yes.
Turns out these are some of the highest fructose-containing sugars, and fructose, if you're eating it in an apple, is one thing because you're getting the pectins and all the nutrients.
Right.
If you unwrap it and turn it into a soda, now all of a sudden you're making your gut more permeable.
Correct. And
Right?
insulin spikes and all the insulin resistance. And then we got about 30 seconds. You don't love these as well.
Oh, I don't like gluten because gluten makes your gut more permeable, and artificial sweeteners can actually change your gut microbiome to be glucose intolerant, which means you'll become insulin resistant and store fat, not burn it.
And so that's why people say, you know, I have that and I'm still gaining weight. Awesome, you did it.
There you go.
Look at that. Nobody does this as efficiently. Awesome. If you'd like to learn more about JJ Virgin and the Virgin Diet, please visit her at jjvirgin.com. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Partha Nandi, and if you enjoyed that video, you're going to love the next one. It's full of incredible information to help you start your health hero journey.